Smeller, Mark Nash, Michael Gross, Michael Gross, the boss, my nigga, my brother. Let's get this shit done, Mike. We all love sports, right? Mike Gross, the boss. This is Mike on sports. He smoke competition, same time smoke a port. When it comes to debating, he's one of the greatest. Put him on the A-list over Kellerman and Bayless. If you missed the show, couldn't make it, just log on and click the playlist. That boy always working, not to be played with. Hit subscribe and the bell for the latest. Mike Gross, the boss. Mike on sports. Right there from first bell, tip up and coin toss. Mike Gross, the boss. Mike on sports. He call it how he see it. Either you won or you lost. Big games, big fights, rolling dubs up. You like the content, hater? Click the thumbs up. Cashapp, super chat, go all in. But do your research first before you call in.
Been waiting on. Yes, I am back. I am back. I am back. I am back. Yo, 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 yo. What up, what up, what up, what up, people? Welcome back to another edition of Mike on Sports. I'm your host. I go by the name of Mike Gross, man. Big up to that 501. Y'all know what time it is, man. I'm back on the rock. I'm back in the building. You back. I'm back. He back, she back, they back, we back, and we in the mother building. Yes, sir! Smash that thumbs up button on your way in. Smash that thumbs up button on your way in, man. Get them likes up, man. Get them likes up, man. Get my likes up, man. Let's go and get this party started in the right way. How y'all doing today, man? Say what up, Mike. Can I get a what up, Mike, one time? Can I get a what up, Miggity Mike, one time? What's going on, T-Gray? 2 times. What's going on, Jalapeno News Network? What's going on? GQ Drew, what the business? The fans corner. And on the right corner, we got Helen out of Georgia. He goes by the name of Liz Lowe. The fans corner. Nah, what's good though, y'all, man? Smash that thumbs up button on your way in, man. Do your boy a favor, man. Get them likes up, man. Let everybody know what we're doing over here, how we're doing it. And I know why y'all probably look at me like kind of crazy. Like, Mike, what the hell you got on a goddamn a vest and a hoodie? Nigga, it's cold. Shit, I'm outside my garage doing this show. It is out here, nigga. It's 39 degrees. Boy, it's cold as hell, goddamn. I ain't lying to you. But we got some news that we have to talk about, man. And I'm kind of, I don't want to say speechless because I mean things happen. You know what I'm saying? Things happen sometimes. Networks or like nothing stays the same. And that's what I'm trying to say. Nothing stays the same. There's always evolution. And there always is ways to grow. Now, Showtime will be evolving. I don't know if they're evolving in the way that we will want them to evolve, But short story long, long story short, they are evolving. And the reason I say that because it was brought to my attention, and I'm sure it was brought to a lot of boxing fans' attention. I'm sure that it was brought to a lot of boxing fans' attention that Showtime, the premium cable network, will be absorbed, will be, I don't want to say bought out because bought out is the wrong word, but they will be absorbed by Paramount Plus. Now, what this means is that Showtime will not be a standalone channel anymore. They will be absorbed by Paramount Plus. What does this mean for boxing? Right now, your guess is as good as mine. We can guess, we can go through all the whatever. But let's just go out to the article right quick and let's see what they have to say about Showtime boxing and Showtime as a premium cable channel. Now it says Showtime merges with Paramount. Will they stop broadcasting boxing? I don't want to go with that one. I don't want to go with that one. I don't want to go with that one. Let me see. I want to go with the other article that I found. I found one on SB Nation. SB Nation. There we go. That's the one I want to run with. So SB Nation says Showtime will be absorbed into Paramount Plus. So what could that mean for boxing? After 47 years. That's a long time, y'all. That's a long time right there, y'all. Mic check how I sound. Everything sound good? I don't want to start talking too much and my audio fucked up. Let me see how I sound right quick. Yeah, I sound great. I sound like new money. So after 47 years, Showtime as we know it will soon be gone. Will the change also mark an end of 37 years of boxing? That's a long time, y'all. That's a long, nigga, they've been doing boxing longer than I've been alive. They've been doing boxing longer than I've been alive, straight up. Oh, we can listen to the article. Oh, shit, we can listen to the article. Hey, man, I ain't got to read. Shit, let me plug in right quick so I ain't got to read nothing. I said that I can listen to the article. Wait. This goddamn 2023 shit. I ain't got to read it no more. Oh, dog, baby, boy, I love y'all.
With Showtime being absorbed by Paramount Plus, what happens to boxing? Bad left hook.
Membership fees apply after free trial. Cancel anytime.
Can I be real for a second? That goal you have to exercise and eat better, you really can do it. But nobody is going to do it for you. And nobody has to, because you can do it if you have the right tools and a community that cares about helping you get results. And that's us, Beachbody. It's as convenient as your TV or laptop, but you need to decide that you're worth it. Let us help you succeed. Here's how. Go to beachbody.com to claim your free membership and start feeling great.
I am the beach.
Someone prepared Jimmy Lennon Jr. It's not Showtime anymore. Instead, get ready for Paramount Plus with Showtime on cable and streaming. Earlier today, Deadline published a story citing internal communications from Chris McCarthy, President and CEO of Paramount Media Networks, and Bob Bakish, President and CEO of parent company Paramount Global, outlining the complete restructuring and rebranding of the
And real quick, if you want to go to the Deadline story, only thing you gotta do is go to that SB Nation badlefthook.com, and you can actually get the Deadline published story, which goes into detail about how all this stuff came about. Back to the article.
Showtime premium cable channel before the end of this year. From the Bakish Memo. I'm thrilled to share the next step in our company's evolution. Today, we're announcing that we will be fully integrating Showtime into Paramount Plus across both streaming and linear platforms later this year, providing even more popular franchises and hit originals for viewers to enjoy. To reflect this change, both our premium streaming tier on Paramount Plus and the Showtime linear network will become Paramount Plus with Showtime in the US. It's a stunning.
So that's the new name. Paramount Plus with Showtime. That's the new name. That's the new name going forward. No more Showtime by itself.
Move that marks the end of Showtime's 47-year standalone identity as a premium cable channel. It also marks another evolution of the parent company formerly known as Viacom-CBS, less than a year after it was also rebranded and restructured as Paramount. A follow-up memo from McCarthy cited an emphasis on redirecting investment into Showtime's strengths, saying, "As a part of Paramount Plus, we can put more resources into building out the lanes that have made the Showtime brand famous." Specifically mentioning complex characters and powerful worlds in scripted series like Yellow Jackets, Dexter, and Billions, among others.
Now, would they look at the boxing part of Showtime as a success? Because they just said that they have more resources that they can put in stuff that made Showtime successful. Far as Dexter, far as Billions and Yellow Jackets. Now, when it comes to the sports, is that good? Because they didn't name it. They didn't name boxing at all. They didn't name boxing at all as one of those things that they want to put more resources in. So I don't know what's going to happen with boxing. I've been hearing a lot of chatter from a lot of different platforms about, oh, it's the end of Showtime. I'm not here to say that. I'm not here to say that it's the end of Showtime on boxing. I mean, boxing on Showtime, because I don't want that. I'm one of those guys that miss HBO boxing. I miss the fight game with Jim Lampley. I miss HBO boxing after dark. I miss HBO championship boxing. I miss all those. I thought HBO was a damn good platform and has built up a strong enough fan base that they shouldn't have got out of boxing. But the contract became more and more money. HBO was the pay that big freight that the Zone and Showtime and ESPN and what's the other one, Matchroom, were willing to pay. So I get it. Come on, Bayside Boxing. You don't miss Jim Lampley at all. Like, even if you don't like Jim Lampley, the enthusiasm in which he did his job is kind of missing in the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have to like every commentator or every personality that comes to boxing, but we should appreciate them. I don't think there's a guy in boxing right now that can rival Jim Lampley. From the color, play-by-play, to the fight game, to his overall personality in the sport of boxing. I don't think there's a guy right now that, you know what, that's the next Jim Lampley. That's the good dude who's taking over for the sport. Come on, man. Come on. Yo, Bayside PBC gonna be okay, fam. Nah, man, it ain't about PBC. It ain't about that. It's about keeping these long-lasting brands in the sport of boxing. Showtime goes back to Mike Tyson. Goes back to Sugar Ray. It goes back. This shit has a long history in the sport of boxing. So I'm not happy. I'm not overjoyed that this is going on. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't give a damn if it was PBC, Top Rank, whoever. I'm gonna feel this way because I don't like the fact that boxing and boxing fans have to suffer like this. But let's get back to the article.
Conspicuously and completely absent from both the Bakish and McCarthy memos outlining both Showtime's notable history and the vision for the future of Paramount Plus with Showtime are the words sports and boxing. It's an ominous omission, given a line in McCarthy's memo stating, "You will divert investment away from areas that are underperforming and that account for less than 10% of our views." That statement came out shortly before a second deadline report that Showtime will not produce second seasons of original series American Gigolo and Let the Right One In, and will not proceed with the completed first season of Three Women, a new script.
Damn, that is crazy. So in this article, it says conspicuously, I can't say the word, conspicuously and completely absent from both the Bakish and McCarthy memos outlining both Showtime's notable history and the vision of future of Paramount Plus with Showtime are the word sports. So the word sports are not even in the memo that was given out. And even more important, boxing. Boxing was not stated in that memo. What it does state is we will divert investments away from areas that are underperforming and that account for less than 10% of our views. Damn, that don't sound too good, y'all. That don't sound too good, y'all. That don't sound. And when you think about it, right? Showtime had a deal to put on some fights for Jake Paul. Where is Jake Paul's next fight going to be? Where is Jake Paul's next? It's not going to be on Showtime. I can assure you that. Jake Paul's next fight will not be on Showtime. Instead, it will be on ESPN Plus. So did Jake Paul take a lot of Showtime's money with that deal that he signed with Showtime? I don't know. I don't know. My bad. Miller would love to do a interview with you after your big win. I just talked to this lady boxer, Sarah Roos. She's fighting Shadeja Green this weekend. I'm trying to get her on the show after her fight with Shadeja. I like Sarah Roos, man. Sarah Roos can fight. She's a good fighter. But Shadeja is no pushover. So it should be a damn good fight. It should be a damn good fight this weekend between Sarah Roos and Shadeja Green. So I'll just reach out to her, try to get her on the show after she wins or after she loses against Shadeja Green. So we'll see how that plays out. But anyway, man, back to the topic, man. So they will divert money from underperforming programming that accounts for less than 10% of their views. And honestly, man, I don't know how much viewership Showtime boxing really accounts for. Let's go back to the last show. Well, what was the last Showtime boxing event? Huh? What was the last? Let's do our research real quick. Showtime boxing past events. So what was the last? The last Showtime card. What was the last Showtime card? Let me see. Now this old. I need to go results. Friday the 20th January. I don't know what that is. Davis Garcia. That was pay-per-view. That was pay-per-view right there. Riviera and Martin. Riviera and Martin was the last Showtime card. So let's go to real quick. Verse Martin viewership. Let's go. Let's see what Let's see what Riviera and Martin did as far as viewership goes. Right now, we don't have any viewership for it. Right now, we don't have no viewership. No viewership numbers. No viewership numbers. I don't see any viewership numbers for Martin or for Riviera. For Riviera versus Martin. So we don't even know what they did in their last fight. Are you new to boxing? That's been the case since Jack Johnson. Yeah, man, we all know boxing needs to be under one umbrella, but that's is what it is, man. Boxing probably never be under one umbrella because all the promoters and all the managers and all the, it's too much shit that goes on in boxing for it to be all under one umbrella. Now, that statement came out shortly before a second deadline report that Showtime would not produce any seasons of some of their TV shows. The comments and moves are very reminiscent of a similar transition at HBO, which famously dropped boxing back in 2018 after 45 years and 1,000 fights. So that just goes to show you that no matter how long something has been on a platform, no matter how many fights you put on, no matter how many big nights you have had with certain fighters or certain fights, it does not mean that a platform is indestructible. Meaning that at any given point, at any given time, these bigwigs that run these companies, they are simply looking to make more money than they made last year. So they're looking at their bottom line. Okay, we did this in 2022. What can we do to transition ourselves to make more money in 2023? And as they're looking at it, and as the article states, boxing was not on the agenda to be improved in 2023. HBO dropped majority of sports, not just boxing. They dropped NFL coverage too. And the NFL is just fine. Yeah, but they weren't showing NFL games. You know what I'm saying? Like they wasn't showing NFL games. They not showing it. They had a Hard Knock. They had Hard Knock. And honestly, I believe Hard Knock. Hard Knock is still on HBO. Hard Knock is still on HBO. Hard Knock in season, the Arizona Cardinals, 2022. So Hard Knock is also on HBO Max. So you can watch you can watch Hard Knocks on HBO or HBO Max, whichever one you choose to do. So for you to say that is just kind of disingenuous based on boxing. Yes, they had NFL studio shows, which is still on HBO, and I believe it's on Paramount or whatever. I don't know what the hell it's on, but I know last year that HBO has Hard Knocks listed because I just Googled it. Hard Knocks HBO 2022. Yeah. So Hard Knocks is still on HBO. You can even get on YouTube, and HBO has a trailer about Hard Knocks, the Detroit Lions, and they have the in-season Hard Knocks with Arizona Cardinals. Now, the NFL show. Now, the NFL show, Inside the NFL. Yeah, the Inside the NFL comes on Paramount now. You're absolutely right about that. But the whole point, though, is Bayside Boxing. HBO was never putting on live football games. That's the difference. That's the biggest difference, Bayside. I want you to understand that. It's a difference. Like, let's say Fox Let's say what? HBO Max ain't HBO? HBO Max not HBO? Nah, boy, you tripping. Boy, you better explain yourself. Now let's just say Fox. So you know what? We're getting out of the NFL business. What? What's good, Slim? My nigga Fresh, man, always causing a goddamn stir. No. Inside the NBA comes on Paramount. But Hard Knocks, an NFL show, still comes on HBO. And the reason Inside the NFL is not as popular as it is, or as it was, because of YouTube. Why would I watch Inside the NFL and watch the highlights when I can just get on YouTube and watch the in-depth highlights? Now, when it comes to Hard Knocks, you can't find that kind of content anywhere else. That's why HBO say, you know what? We're going to renew our Hard Knock contract. We're going to keep Hard Knocks on HBO because that brought in the actual viewership. Now, highlights inside the NFL, that's not going to bring in any viewership. That's why you see a lot of shows on ESPN going to ESPN Plus, because they like, you know what, we'll want to get rid of you, but we're going to keep you on ESPN Plus for all the hardcore fans who want to watch you. Just like the Inside the NFL. HBO got rid of it, but the NFL did not cancel that show. They said, you know what? We're going to just put y'all on Paramount. And if they want to watch you, then they'll find a way to watch you. Period. All right, school back in tomorrow. Yes. I just got confirmation. Okay. I'll reach out to you next. Well, I'll reach out to you Monday to set up a day and time. So I just got confirmation from Setarus that she will be available for an interview after her fight with Shadasia Green. So I just got confirmation that I will be interviewing Setarus after either she wins or loses against Shadasia Green. Should be a damn good fight. Shadasia and both ladies got power now. Both ladies got power. So it should be a damn good fight, man. I'm excited, man. I'm excited to get Setarus on the program. All right, back to it now, man. Back to it. So let me ask y'all, from the article that I've read, do you guys think that Paramount Plus Showtime will keep boxing on their platform? Will they keep boxing? Will they keep boxing on their platform? That's what I want to know. Will they keep boxing on their platform? Now, honestly, it's not a bad idea. Y'all Bambas know damn well Bud and Earl not even a top 5 fight anymore. Want to wait over Marination. Oh, Ron Boy Fresh, we gotta talk, my brother. Ron Boy, give me about 5-10 minutes to finish up this topic right here. And then I want you to call in. If you got time, I want you to call in and explain to me why you just wrote that statement. If you got time. I know you're a busy man. I know you do a lot of traveling. You're probably going to be at the Salon fight this weekend. I know you go to every boxing match that you can. But if you got time, I need an explanation. This man just said it's not even a top 5 fight anymore. I ain't never called Ron Boy a hater. I ain't never called Ron Boy Fresh a hater. But god damn, dog. God damn, dog. You know, you know. All right, so this goes back to what happened with HBO. The VP, Peter Nelson, said at the time, our audience research informs us that boxing is no longer a determining factor for subscribing to HBO. Not even 2 years later, Nelson joined boxing in the formerly of HBO category as part of an ongoing disengagement from sports programming. All right. Now, what I do hope happens is I hope that they actually keep boxing on Paramount Plus Showtime, because now you can possibly have a bigger budget for your streaming. Now you're totally taking out the middleman. No more paying the cable company. No more paying the cable company half. So no more paying them half. Now what you can kind of roll out to is doing a model like ESPN Plus. If you could charge a monthly subscription, which now ESPN Plus I believe is $6.99 or $9.99. I forget. I know they don't went up. So it's like $6.99 or $9.99. Now if Paramount Plus want to charge $20 for a boxing event, then I think you guys should do that. If you guys want to charge $25 for a boxing event, you guys should do that. Make every boxing event between $20, $25, somewhere like that. Now, for the smaller names, for the show box, just give that to us free. But for Charlo, $20. For Gervonta Davis, $20. For Earl Spence Jr., $20. Deontay Wilder, $30. You know what I'm saying? Like the bigger the name, you know what I'm saying? It should be between like a $20 and $30 paywall to see them guys fight. That's what I would hope that Paramount Plus does, because the proof is in the pudding. Basically, I heard he's like, what? He said, Mike Wilder 30. Yeah, nigga, we be on Wilder deserves no money. He's the biggest star over there on PBC. Period. I don't care what did they say about Gervonta Davis. He ain't did 800,000 yet. Let me know when Gervonta does 800,000, and then we'll talk. But right now, to date, Deontay Wilder is the biggest name on PBC. You can't convince me otherwise. You can't convince me otherwise. It is what it is. That's what I would hope that happens with Paramount Plus. That's what I wish would happen with Paramount Plus, man. I just hope that they get rid of that they have some kind of way to where they don't get rid of boxing, man. I just don't want them to get rid of boxing. And while we're on the topic of boxing, undisputed boxing game. Shame on you. How the fuck are y'all gonna come out with a game and only put it on PC? How do you come out with a game and only put it on PC? You don't put it on PS1. I mean, damn. You don't put it on PS5. You don't put it on PS4. You don't put it on Xbox. You don't put it on none of that shit. You put it on PC, and then you have the audacity not to even try to get Earl Spence Jr. on the game. Shame on you. Shame on you, undisputed boxing game. Y'all should be ashamed of y'allselves. All right, 46 million subscribers as of October 1st on Paramount Plus. How many? Oh, wow. That the beta is on PC. It's coming on PS5 later. Man, fuck them. Fuck them. Don't release nothing until you can release the whole game on all platforms. Fuck out of here, man. Fuck them. Pissed me off, man. Been waiting over years for this boxing game to come out. And then when it comes out, they want to put it on fucking PC. Man, I'm about to get real. I'm about to get real disrespectful, man. So, Eddie Hearn been running his big ass mouth again. Eddie Hearn, honestly, man, I don't even know why he comments about. I don't even know why he comments about Spence and Terrence Crawford. Please just shut the fuck up. Keep Bud and Earl name out your mouth. You don't promote not near one of them. You don't promote Devontae Davis, don't speak on him. You don't promote fucking Fury or Usyk either. You don't promote no fucking body but Joshua. You barely promote Bevo. And you're riding around on Canelo nuts. That's all you fucking doing. You fucking riding around on Canelo nuts. Grandstanding. If you ain't have Canelo, you wouldn't have shit. Straight up. If that motherfucker didn't have Canelo, he wouldn't have nothing. But he want to talk about what's a big fight. Well, I don't think it's a big fight.
It's pretty special.
And the audio and the interview is coming from FightHype.com. Big ups to Fight Hype for this audio content that I'm about to use. So thank you for letting me use your audio on my video. I do appreciate it. Big ups to being over there at Fight Hype. Let's get to it.
It's a really good card, and it's gonna be a big crowd in there on Saturday. We'll be full.
See wins. She's a little bit big.
Our priority is to try and make Taylor Serrano, but a fight. Better be able to just,
What would you think? What was your thoughts on Better Be a performance against
brilliant,
him?
great fighter. Our yard was great as well. It was a really good fight. Better be able to just, I think Better Be is a lot cleverer than people give him credit for. He's just the little bits of work that he does. He's incredibly strong. He's a great puncher, and Better Be Bivol is probably the best fight in boxing right now. And
better than Spence versus Crawford.
I think so. I just feel like, I don't know. You know that with fights like that, you get a bit bored with them. Like, I feel like people are a bit bored talking about Spence Crawford now. Maybe it's just me.
Yeah, it's just you. It's just, yeah. I guarantee you, the boxing fans are not tired talking about Spence. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do a show about. I'm gonna do a show at about 3:30. I'm gonna do a show at 3:30 talking about Bud and Earl. I bet money that Earl and Bud show do way better numbers than this show gonna do. Anytime I talk about Bud and Earl on my platform, other than Wilder, they are the biggest videos that I normally do. They are the biggest videos that I normally do. Bud and Earl have a fan base that are nasty towards each other. That nigga, you were goddamn me Earl sexual. Oh, you a Lady Bud, you a Bud sexual. All these name calling. These niggas are made up words to describe another man's fandom. These niggas, every time Bud does something, niggas always talking about, oh, he could have fought Earl. Why he over there at goddamn Golden Boy for? Oscar can't do nothing for him. And we tired of talking about Earl and Bud? The fuck out of here. The fuck out of here. I'm not saying it's on the same level as Mayweather or as Pacquiao. It's not. It won't get that. It won't get that big. But when it comes to the fandom of it all, when it comes to the people who are going to watch the fights, Earl and Bud is the biggest fight in boxing. Let's be real. What satisfaction are we going to get out of Better Be and Bivol? The fight. That's pretty much it. The only satisfaction we'll get out of Bevo and Better Beef is the fight. That's it. Won't be no good build-up, won't be no good press conference, won't be no kind of trash talking whatsoever. Because they barely speak English. They barely speak English. They barely speak fucking English. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. What about goddamn me, Fury and Usyk? Man, come on, man. That's not even the biggest heavyweight fight right now. And let's be real. Let's be real. If Joshua and Wilder fought, matter of fact, if Joshua fought Wilder on the same day as Fury fought Usyk, which fight would do better numbers? If motherfucking Usyk fought Fury and Joshua fought Wilder on the same day, which one are you tuning into? The same time, the same goddamn me ring walk, the same goddamn me fight time. Which one are you watching? Come on now, man. Come on now, man. Slim Wilder stop versus Hellenius. No shit, dog. It's Hellenius. Dance partners matter. They say Bud fought against Avanesian. No shit. Dance partners matter. But I guarantee, in the words of the great Charles Barkley, if Wilder fought Joshua, it won't flop. It won't flop. You know it, Slim. You know it, and I know it. If Wilder fought, say you bringing up shit that I didn't ask you about, Ron Boy Fresh. You bringing up shit that I ain't asked you about. I ain't asked you about who flopped, all this shit. I asked you if Wilder fought Joshua and Fury fought Usyk on the same day, which one you watching? You bringing up everything else. Everything else. Everything else. AJ versus Ruiz didn't flop. It was a rematch. It was a rematch that Ruiz just knocked out the favorite. So it had more intrigue, my dude. Like, come on, man. If we gonna do that, then bring up Wilder versus Fury numbers. Then we can put all of that to rest. As a matter of fact, Rumble Fresh, calling it 501-340-0915, I believe. 501-340-0168. Hey, Bayside Boxing. Bayside Boxing. Do not delete people's messages, bro. I'm not going to tell you again. Do not delete anybody's messages. Do not do that. All right? Do not time out anybody. Don't time out anybody. I don't want to take your rent, dog. I don't want to take your risk now, Bayside Boxing. Don't do that, man. We are a all-inclusive platform. Let that man punchy talk. Let him talk. He ain't said nothing derogatory. He ain't said nothing disrespectful. He's giving his opinion about a fight. Just don't time nobody out, big dog. That's all I ask. That's all I ask, big dog. Don't time nobody out. We ain't got time for that, bro. This ain't the platform that time folks out for their opinions. I don't do that shit. I don't do it to you, Bayside Boxing. I'm not gonna do it to anybody else. Respect the man's opinion. You ain't gotta like it. He called you I don't give a damn what he called me. That's his opinion. Ain't the first time that I've been called that. Won't be the last time, Fresh BX. Let him call me what he want to call me. And if I think it's disrespectful, then I'll get rid of him. Let me do that. Let me do that. I've been called worse. Shit. I've been called worse, dog. My bad, Bayside. I ain't mean to, know what I'm saying, come down on you like that. I just didn't know what he said. My bad, big dog. But let him speak, man. We are a free platform over here. Ron Boy Fresh, man. What's up, big dog? You gonna call in or what? All this talking you doing. Talking about Earl and Bud ain't a big fight no more. Says who? Says who? If that fight got made tomorrow, you niggas would jump for joy. Ron Boy Fresh. If that fight got made, matter of fact, Mo, I'm gonna tell you why you being disingenuous. Anytime I get on Twitter and I see Earl say something, I see somebody say something about Earl, you always get right under their messages and call that man a pirate. You call Earl a pirate every chance you get. Every chance you get, Mo, you call that man a pirate. Why? Because you want to see Bud beat his ass. You want to see Bud whoop his motherfucking ass. Don't lie. Don't lie. I know what you want. I want the same thing. I'm in the boat with you, my dog. Well, don't lie to the people and say it's not a big fight or it's not a top 5 fight anymore. Let's be real. Let's be real. It's all about being real, big dog. (501) 340-0168 is the number to call in if you want to call in. If you want to add me on Skype and you don't want to call in, no problem. You can add me on Skype. Let me drop that Skype link right now. No problem. I just don't like the fact of Eddie Hearn saying all that bullshit that he's saying, bro. Nigga, every pro athlete is a diva. Space Predator? You think Tom Brady ain't no fucking diva? Tom Brady don't even like when he get hit. You think LeBron James ain't no diva? You see the tantrum that he threw Friday night? Nigga got fouled, and yes, he got fouled, but they didn't call it. So he threw a tantrum, a all-out 2-year-old tantrum. All professional athletes are divas. You know why? Because they've been praised at a young age, and as they got older, the praise only got more. This is America, freedom of speech. Yes, it is freedom of speech, Punchy, but you cannot come out and call folks names, bro. All right? Like, don't call me the R word. I can't even say it because I have a child who has Down syndrome. You know what I'm saying? So I've done completely eradicated that word from my vocabulary. So please do me a favor, Punchy, and don't say that word no more. Respect me as I respect you, my brother. I call you, your name is Punchy. I don't call you bitch ass Punchy. I don't call you goddamn me dick sucking Punchy. I don't call you old ass liquor Punchy. I don't say that. I respect you. Gotta be my guy Ron Boy Fresh, right?
Yeah.
Man, what's going on, man? You kind of.
Hey, Slim, look here, Mo. Look here. You need to settle down. Look here. This is what I'm talking about, man. And you know I've been telling you this shit for years, and I've been on this shit for the last couple years. Stop being a victim of these Bama ass welterweights. Fuck them niggas. And I know why you think it's a big fight, because people want to talk about it, and that's cool. But at the reality is, if you break all these 4 fights you have up on this board, which one is going to get the highest fight guarantee?
The highest fight guarantee?
Which one is going to get the highest fight guarantee? Meaning, who's going to pay the most money for that fight to be had at wherever they want, in that country, that arena, that state, that city, that wherever, that continent? Who's going to pay the most money for what fight?
Depending on the location, if it's in Dubai.
It doesn't matter. Money is money, Mo. Yes, listen, Mike, money is money. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
For that big guarantee over in Dubai. Yes, sir.
Okay, so they're going to get the highest money, as they're going to get the highest amount of money. Okay. They're just going to get the highest amount of money.
Okay.
Who's the second one that's going to get the highest amount of money?
Earl and Bud.
How is they going to get the highest amount of money when they didn't even get a guarantee to fight each other?
That's true, but they done made more money. But
come on, man. Like you guys see it. Look.
Whoa. Give me 1 second. But out of those, everybody else outside of Fury and Usyk, has Earl and Bud not made more money than everybody else on that graphic?
I don't know what Earl made.
Come on, man.
I don't know.
Come on, Sam.
How do you know that? How? No, you mean tell you besides Fury and Usyk?
Yes. We know Bud guarantees. Like we know Bud getting 70.
Yeah, I don't know what Earl. I mean, Earl money suspect to me, so I don't know what Earl makes. So I can't answer.
So hold on.
As far as I'm concerned,
You think Davis demands a higher guarantee than what Earl Spence demands?
I think Davis is the cash cow of PBC.
No, sir.
And he makes more money than Earl.
No, sir. Davis.
Okay, that's what I think. I don't know.
Davis
I'm not
these
motherfuckers. Well, let me put it like this. Well, let me even break it down to you like this. If Reggie Davis isn't the highest paid motherfucker on PBC, then he needs to leave that motherfucking organization and take his talent somewhere else. That's all I'm gonna put.
He's not higher paid than Wilder. He's not higher paid than Earl. Earl put 47,000 in an arena. Then came back and put another 35,000 against Danny Garcia. Like Davis is not there.
Mike. I hear you, Mike. And this is what I'm telling you. We know he's not higher paid than Wilder. We're not talking about Wilder. He's a heavyweight. But as of right now, this is what I'm telling you. If Davis is not the highest paid PBC fighter right now, he needs to leave that organization.
That's on him though. Like we ain't asking.
I know, but it makes no sense that he shouldn't be the highest paid motherfucker over there at PBC. He is the draw. He is the PBC cash cow. He is the man over there,
bro. I didn't ask you what Davis should do. I never asked what Davis should do. I'm asking what we know right now. Do you think that Davis?
What we know right now is, and let me make you my position, because this is where I think we want to stray right here. My position is the fight is over marinated. Fuck them two motherfuckers. Let Earl go do what Earl gonna do. Let Bud go do what Bud gonna do. Stop being a victim of a motherfucking division where the best motherfucker versus the best motherfuckers refuse to fight each other. I'm tired of picking. I don't give a fuck who fault it is. The blame game is over. And you know I'm Team Bud all day, but I'm throwing the baby out with the bathwater. Fuck them. Until them motherfuckers decide to do something in that division, fuck the division. And I've been telling you since day one, 147 is not a good division. 140 is the best division. 154 is a great division. There's several other divisions that's better than this fucking division. But motherfuckers don't look at enough boxing to understand this shit.
Bro,
That's my position.
I never once said
that's
that.
My position.
I never once
you wait a minute. As far as you go, people who create content, they get paid off of Bud and Earl. So it's cool. I understand that. I tell these motherfuckers all the time when I go on boxing, when I bring on the boxing voice. I understand what Ness and them are doing. I understand what content creators do. Mm-hmm. They get paid off the emotions of these two motherfuckers. I get it, but it's not the biggest fight anymore. It's just not. Whether you want to believe it or not, it's just not. The motherfuckers over there that work at PBC even told y'all it's not even the biggest fight, and y'all still sitting here trying to convince motherfuckers that this is the biggest fight. It's not, Mo. It's just fucking not. It's done. Get over this shit, Mo.
Bro, there is no tandem in boxing.
I hear you.
That has more hoopla about them Then Earl Spence.
I hear you, because I don't know.
Let me
Once
ask you a
again,
question,
motherfuckers love a
Let
soap
me ask
opera.
you a question, Mo.
Motherfuckers love a soap opera.
Let me ask you a question, Mo. If that fight,
Yeah,
just hypothetically, that fight got made tomorrow with a date and a venue, you will be there, right?
no,
Whoa, you're lying. You're fucking lying, Mo.
no.
You're fucking lying.
I'm
man.
not lying.
You are lying.
No. You know,
You ain't going to
this
Bud
is
fight
what,
Earl?
Mike, you've been out the loop. Mike, no.
Whoa.
Because at the end of the day, I'm tired of the division. Holler back on the winner. Go fight Boots. Go fight Virgil. Other than that, fuck them. I don't care about them two motherfuckers no more. I'm done with the division, Mo.
Bro, wow. What happened, Slim?
What do you mean what happened, Mo? Think about what y'all are being abused. I'm like, see, all right, I see it's different. See, you get bread and butter off these two motherfuckers, right?
Me?
I don't make money off these two
nigga,
Listen, this is how it's different. This is how I look at it. This is how I look at it.
Real quick.
Let me look at it.
Real quick, give me 2 seconds. If you look at my last 10 videos, nigga, I do maybe a video a week, maybe. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not here every day making content.
No. But you no. I get what you're saying, but you still make money. That's your biggest joint. Is talking about Earl and Bud, right?
Absolutely.
And you get money off of it, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's my point. I don't give a fuck if you make $5 on it. If you do them and you make $5 off them and make $3 off Usyk and Fury, even at the end of the day, you make more money talking about Earl and Bud. And it's creators like you, and I don't mind y'all hustle. I tell these motherfuckers, I'll be on YouTube, and I'll be on Twitter, I'll be everywhere, and I tell them, I understand y'all content creators hustle, but you can't trick bag real niggas like me. I know, and what I mean by this is, it doesn't work no more for me, Mo. I've been dealing with boxing for decades, not 5 years, not during the pandemic like most of these loon motherfuckers. I've been doing this shit. I've been to these fights. I'm not putting a red cent. I'm not none of the motherfuckers my money for an over-marinated fight.
Well,
that's
why though,
just
Slim?
Me.
You didn't go to Mayweather Pacquiao?
No, I didn't go to that shit.
Oh wow.
I'm not going to no over-marinated ass fight. Y'all, I move different. I don't need to impress people. I don't need to do that shit because I know when a fight is over marinated.
But it's not
know that shit
it's not
is
about
over marinated.
trying to impress
I don't
anybody,
get a
though.
percentage of
It's the fact that that's a good fight. Period. It ain't about trying to impress the fucking next man.
Y'all, well, to see the difference between me and a lot of people, and I'm gonna tell you the truth about Earl and Bud. The same truth I gave you about Floyd and Manny. Floyd was always going to beat the shit out of Manny. That's why that's what everybody was so like, how can you, Floyd, be trying to age out a motherfucker that younger than him? The results were always going to be the same, whether it was 5 years or a year after they started beef. It didn't matter, Mo. At the end of the day, the shit was over marinated. I was over it. And no, I didn't go to that shit. And I never boosted up that shit. Just like I'm not going to Earl and Bud. At the end of the day, it's over marinated. It's bigger fights, better fights I'm more interested in. Motherfucker, I'm more interested in Fulton and Inuit than I am Earl versus some motherfucking Bud.
I don't even know, bro.
One motherfucker that flew through a car, busted his fucking eyes open, got in another car accident, can't make weight. So now you want me to believe that a motherfucker go up to 54, come down and give me proper product at 47 now? Man, get the fuck out of here.
Exactly
get the fuck out of here. It's too many excuses.
I agree with that.
It's too many excuses. What did I tell you from the gate? And I've been telling you this for years. It's too many excuses now that fight is made because they over-marinated. And when Bud beat that motherfucking ass, Earl flew through a car. Earl busted his guy, got his eye bust. Earl went to 154, came down. Earl got hit by another car. Earl did this. Earl, man, no.
Now we get into what's really you don't even see this fight as being a 50-50 fight. That's what you're saying. This ain't
never been no 50-50 fight to me.
Wow.
It was always 60-40. Then it went to all these motherfucking liability Earl. Now, honestly, and you know me, I put money on everything I fucking say. Anybody that know me, I do that. I do this.
Facts.
Everybody know I do this. And I got more than enough money. I'm willing to bet anything. And I stood on that. And right now, it's an 80-20 fight and Bud safe. Period. I stand on it. if the fight happened, it happened. I don't give a fuck if it happened anymore. I made money off a fight that didn't happen. Well, motherfucker, remember when everybody got excited, Mike, about, oh yeah, they finalized it. What did I tell y'all? The fight ain't happening.
So let me ask you this last question, man. Then you can say,
yeah, Mo.
So Bud and Earl not a bigger fight than Usyk and Fury.
It's not a bigger fight than Usyk and Fury, and it's not a bigger fight than Davis and motherfucking Ryan Garcia. It's not.
What about B-ball?
It's just not.
Better be.
In my opinion, I prefer better be even built. That's just me. I'm a different type of boxing fan. That's just me. Because at the end of the day, it's no excuses when a motherfucker get beat the fuck up. It seems like more of those are more like, all right, we can see what's going on here. But I can see it's just over marinated. The shit is just and I got in you off Fulton, and this is why I say it's not a top 5 fight in my opinion. I already gave you.
So you saying Fulton and
I got in you off Fulton.
Bro, I don't know what y'all see in Fulton. I swear to God, I don't.
You don't know what we see in Fulton. Now you have lost your fucking mind. Fulton is a beast. Man, Fulton is a fucking beast.
Yeah,
Fulton can fight.
He gonna get knocked
Fulton,
out.
Nah, he ain't all right, Mo. Fulton can fight. I was at Minnesota. I was at his last fight in Minnesota. That young can fight. And I got him beaten. And I got him beaten in you all by split decision. I'll put my money up on that. Catch up with me. I'm documented.
He get knocked out. Trust me. He getting knocked out by a new way. I'm telling you.
I mean, that's fine. I'm just telling you, I'm putting my money up on Fulton. You know what to catch me. That's cool. If he do it, he do it.
Has Fulton ever beat somebody as good as Nonito Donaire?
Not on paper, no. But has anyone ever fought a black fighter like Fulton?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, so we'll find out. That's the good thing. That's the beauty. That's why this fight is. And see, and we just
value Donaire. I think Donaire is better than Fulton. That's just me.
Okay, and that's cool. And that's why a fight like this is better than Earl versus Bud. It's cool. All that's cool. That's why this fight is better than Earl versus Bud. So thank you. It's just a better fight. I don't care about I don't care about the mystique. I don't care about the fellowship. I don't care about the popularity shit. That shit means nothing to a real motherfucker like me. I don't give a fuck about that. But
when you look at it on paper, you got 2 top 5 pound-for-pound fighters in the world going against each other.
Top 5.
That's what everybody got him at, man. That's what everybody got him at. I'm not. It is what it is. Everybody got Earl top 5.
I got you. And when I say, hold up, let's go back a little bit, Mike. Mike, let's go back a little bit. Let's go back 2 years. When I told you, what's the fight I want Bud to fight? What's a better fight that Bud to get credit for?
Jermell Charlo.
And who's been saying that for years?
You've been saying it for a minute now.
Ever since
Bud
Earl. We not tripping off no Earl easy work. Give us Jermell Charlo. Before this whole male shit popped off, what did I say? The only boxer Bud to get credit for if he fights them is Mel Charlo. Fuck Earl. Let's get the Mel Charlo. That's the fight I want to see. Now that to me is a top 5 fight. Earl and Bud is not. And I'm gonna be quite real with you. Too many built-in excuses.
Mel got Tony problems. I'm telling you. No,
Mel ain't got Tony. Tony got Tim Zoo problems right now.
Tony got Tim Zoo problems and do his thing. I just talked to him last week. I'm telling you, he ready.
That's fine. I'm betting on Tony, but Tony need to get past Tim Zoo because let's keep it above. 154 is where it's at. 154 is one of the best divisions. So we don't know what's going to happen between Tony and Tim Zoo, but I would love to see Tony versus Mel again. Everybody want that trilogy.
Now,
everybody want that.
Last question: is Bud and Earl a bigger fight than Caleb Plant versus David Benavidez?
Yes, because that was over marinated too. That's one of them. That's one of the. Actually, honestly, I don't know if people been following boxing, huh?
I can't even say they were. Yeah,
Benavidez. Yeah, it was over marinated. You can check my Twitter. I was screaming at when Benavidez and Plant was beefing in 2018. That gym shit happened in 2018. This is what we talking about. And I told people, Benavidez and Plant, this is 2019. I was like, oh, this fight not happening till 2022. 2021, I think I had it. Everybody thought I was hating. I was like, they're going to over-marinate the fight, Mo. They're just going to do it. The fight is an over-marinated fight. It just is.
In between Benavidez got stripped.
A whole lot. Yeah, motherfuckers lost their belts and all this and this, that. And one motherfucker needs to get knocked out by Cinnamon to boost up his profile. We get all that shit. And I'm betting on Caleb on that. Hit me up. I'm got everything on Caleb. Caleb beats Benavidez.
Caleb beats Benavidez?
Caleb beats Benavidez.
Oh man, I cannot wait because I'm never going against my first feeling anymore with you because you told me about Textera and he got fucked up. Not doing.
Oh yeah. Textera blew up. Textera fucked up Bud. Textera fucked a lot of shit up. He fucked up the whole Bud train and everything. Bud was supposed to fight Bud was supposed to fight Carlos Adames after that fight too.
Yep. Get that belt real quick. You know what I'm saying?
He fucked everything up. So that fucked Bud up bad because Bud was about to be a motherfucker 4th division champion. Slim. He came so close, but Textera man couldn't. Man, motherfucker. I mean, you talking about the Castano, but I'm still. What I'm saying is, Adames. I thought when he beat Adames that he should be able to handle Castano, but I'm still, you know what I mean. But that's why I was on that Texera train. I was like, he handled Carlos Adames, and he fucked up my money on that. So Texera fucked that up. But then I thought he could handle Castano, man. But he couldn't. He can fuck
about Castano because he got some good ass victories under his belt back when he was in the amateurs.
Who that?
Castano. I believe he beat him.
Yeah. He do. But I thought his jab. I thought with a jab. You know me. What I was excited about is I was like, oh, that jab will take you around the world. He had a hell of a jab, and but Castano got up under that shit and went to work on his ass. So I mean, it is what it is, man. But yeah, Mo, that's my whole stance on this shit. I don't even like talking about the division. I just think it's a trash division. The only good fight you're going to get at 147 this year in 2023 is Virgil versus Stayonis. That's your best fight you're getting in 47. Because when Bud fight Rocha, that's going to be a mandatory. That's not really a great fight. That's just a filler fight. Cool. But Bud and Ortiz might be able to squeeze them in at the end of the year.
Why would you even do Bud and Ortiz when Ortiz is going to be the number one contender for the WBA? Bud going to have to petition the WBA to try to get that.
No, he won't. Listen to what I'm telling you. Earl about to vacate. But Virgil is going to get elevated.
And you think
that's what they're baking on?
Going to waste him like that? First fight, second fight out, he going to fight Bud? Come on.
Who? What are you talking about? No. The first fight on that Golden Boy deal is Rocha. They're going to do now is
what
Bud
I'm saying about Virgil, though. As soon as Virgil get a belt, you think Golden Boy is going to put him in there with Terrence Crawford?
Yes.
I don't think so. Okay.
That's where the money at. Yes, absolutely. And if he lose, they run it back. What's the problem? What's so hard about losing to Bud Crawford and you get a rematch clause? Now that's what they gonna bank on. Why not? Virgil got age on his side. Virgil got 100% KO ratio. Make the fight, and it's gonna be a big fight in Texas. And it's an 85% chance. It's in Jura World. So you make the fight and then rematch it. Why not?
Oh, I just don't see Golden Boy doing that for Virgil after he wins.
Why? They already told you what they're doing. And I told you that. And remember, I told you last year that was an option. You didn't want to believe me. I was like, Golden Boy is going to come in there. They know everybody. Y'all act like Bud is young. Bud is, everybody know. But Earl, I told y'all they was trying to age out Bud too when he threw the little subliminal joint out there. He knew they was trying to age him out. But at the end of the day, they know that Bud is 35, he'll be 36, and then they know Virgil. What's the use in, you can't bubble wrap Virgil. He's going to be 25, 26 years old. Why is you bubble wrapping him? Let him get out there and go to work. That's true. Golden Boy is trying to bust moves. That's why they just signed Belinga. That's why they're trying to get this shit rolling. I'm telling you. So they know they want to get,
36 years old, don't smoke, don't drink.
Yeah, I get that. But at the end of the day, you have what they want to do. The reason why they took Virgil out of the WBO because they wasn't ready for that right now. Never back then. So they had their opportunity. They took his ass out the WBO. Go get the WBA. We're gonna run Rocha up to the WBO. Cool. Let Rocha get a shot. We killed two birds with one stone. We promised you a title shot. You got your title shot with Bud. You got clipped. All right, boom. Now Virgil got the WBA because he will be the super champion because Earl have how many days? Earl have 60 days to do his mandatory, right? And then he have another 120 days to do his mandatory with the IBF. So you think he's gonna fight Virgil and Booth at 150 at 147 after coming down from 154? Them belts is getting vacated, and I told you that.
Yep, them belts are getting vacated.
So they're getting vacated, and I got Virgil stop and stay on this, which is gonna be probably one of the problems. Yeah, he gonna stop. He gonna stop staying on. That's gonna be a brawl. That's gonna be a
extension. I hope they don't have to fucking vacate them belts, bro. God damn.
No, Earl is vacating those. He's not, bro. It's already on paper, Mo. He have to fight his mandatories or fight Bud, and he's not coming down to 47 to fight no Bud. So them belts is getting vacated, Mo. It's like it don't even make sense. The motherfucker fight once a year, like he already skipped a year. The reason why they fighting at 54, and who told you that Keith and Earl was fighting? I told you that well over a year ago. I told you, Keith and Earl is fighting before some fucking Bud. That was the play.
One thing that we don't have is a date for Thurman and Spence yet.
Huh?
We ain't got a date for Thurman and Spence yet.
Well, there's a lot of shit going on with Showtime right now.
That's what I'm saying. So this fight could be
but
the longer Thurman and Spence go without a date, the more unlikely that the Spence and Bud fight is to happen.
The fight is dead in the water. I hear y'all, but you know me, my stance is different. It's been dead in the water, so I don't even hear that shit. Let's go ahead and vacate the belts. Y'all let a motherfucker hold up a division. You let a motherfucking liability hold up. I don't understand why people shaking pom poms for a liability. The motherfucker is Keith 2.0. He's Keith 2.0. He's just a liability. Damn. Move your sauce ass up to 54 and let the motherfuckers who want to fight. Let Bud go ahead and take care of the youngins. That's as simple as that. Vacate the belts, let Bud take care of the youngins. You done. You did your so-called heavy lifting without a lineal strap. I don't know how that happens, but you did so-called this fake ass heavy lifting shit. Well, drop the belts and let Bud do all and clean up all the youngins for you. Simple as that. They ain't fighting. So the faster that shit happen, that's better. I'm just speaking from a boxing fan point of view, and I know everybody want to be a boxer fan. Huh? What'd you say?
No, I'm just listening to this nigga said everybody want to be a boxer fan, not a boxer fan. I got it.
Yeah, motherfuckers want to be a boxer fan. I'm a boxing fan. It's a difference. Motherfuckers, they don't care about they cool with their favorite boxer holding up a division because they not real boxing fans. They just a boxer fan. And just what did I tell you? I didn't come over here and say this, that, and that. I said fuck Bud and fuck Earl. If they can't get the fight done, move on and make the fights the fights that people want to see. Like
I'm just
Bud
shocked, nigga,
fucking
that
up
you
the
said
youngins.
you ain't even gonna go to the fight though. That's wild.
I'm not going to that shit. They not gonna trick bag me over some over marinated ass shit. They had me in 2022. I was like, all right, this y'all last year to get this shit done, and I knew it wasn't gonna happen. But that was the whole thing. I was like, all right, them motherfuckers won't get a penny from me. I'm gonna make money off the fight, but y'all ain't gonna get a penny from me. I refuse, and I just do shit off the GP. That's how I roll. I don't gotta fuck with you. But yeah, at the end of the day, Mo, that's how this shit gonna play out. Virgil and Bud is gonna be a unification, and hopefully they might be able to make that fight at the end of the year. They might be able to. I don't know. I really don't know how that's gonna play out.
If Keith Thurman loses, is he still in line for the WBC title?
Yes, he's still in line for the WBC.
Okay.
But what'll happen if the belts are vacated, he'll just end up he can't be elevated. Well, he'll end up doing this fight in the title eliminator. Gotcha. He'll fight for the vacant. You did?
Gotcha. Well, all right,
so basically,
go ahead.
But now let me tell you this. So basically, they let a motherfucker that can't make weight go up to 54 instead of stripping them for the belt.
And that's
crazy, right?
And Mauricio,
that's wild. But we sitting here pom pom shaking.
Crazy. He's like, I don't know. He literally said, I don't know what they're doing. I'm like, nigga, what? It's your belt. Like he
can't make weight. So he can't make weight. Here, so the 47 champion got to fight at 54, and he got a motherfucking he got an exemption, which don't help me as a boxing fan. But I mean, to each his own. They love him, and I let it be, man. Fuck them both till they fight each other, or one of them start cleaning out these youngins. I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of the bullshit, Mo. But I'm out, son.
All right, big dog. Thanks for calling in, Fresh. Stay up.
Yeah.
Man, shout out to my guy, Fresh, man. And y'all heard it from him like that nigga was like he was one of them niggas that was telling me about this fight. Like he really fucked with this fight. You know what I'm saying? He said I'm gonna be in Dallas when goddamn me Bud knock out Earl. I'm gonna be in Vegas when Bud knock out Earl. So for him to be like he ain't even going no more, he ain't even fucking with it no more. It's over marinated. He don't even think it's a top 5 fight anymore. Like, god damn. I was blindsided by that. Real shit. I'm blind. I'm at a loss for words, and y'all know me. I don't really goddamn me hold my tongue for nothing. You feel me? But shit. This man said, you know what? I'm not even. This fight don't do it for me as a boxing fan no more. It don't do it for me as a boxing fan anymore. Fuck Earl, fuck Bud, fuck both of them niggas. They can goddamn me keep going and talking about it and hyping y'all up about it. But I ain't going for the bullshit. Me and you need a vacay ASAP. We should fly to Miami one weekend. We'll get back up. All right. She just be throwing shit out there. Huh? Vacation. Hold on, man. My wife just be. Show and looked at my phone. Oh man, shit, wow. And Keith will lose this one. Hey, it's a Coney, man. If you want to call back in, you can. I see you had called like a couple times, but Ron Boy Freshman was going off on a tangent. So it's a Coney. If you want to call back in, you can. The phone lines are open. Oh man. So but one thing that I thought was kind of far-fetched, but he made it. Yo, going out to my dog. What's going on here, Sakuni?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I can't call it, man. Just got hit with a bunch of goddamn shit that I didn't expect from Ron Boy Fresh.
Man, I listened to a lot of what he said, and it's funny because him having that strong of a reaction tells me that if that fight ever gets made, he is going to do everything he can to either see it or buy the pay-per-view. Oh, yeah, if he really didn't care, he wouldn't react so strong.
He's gonna buy it, like he's gonna bet on it, but he was one of those guys that goes to like a lot of fights. You know what I'm saying? And I meant to ask him, is he going to a Serrano fight this weekend? But he goes to like a lot of fights. So just to hear him say that he's not even interested in going and knowing that he can go if he wanted to is shocking.
I doubt that. I think if he really felt like that, it wouldn't bring that big of a reaction. But in any case, I saw that a lot of what you've been talking about is the whole Showtime thing.
Yeah, man.
And the Paramount. Yeah. And I did I'm obviously not a network executive, but I read what they said. The new guy that's coming in was saying he wanted to remove the things that were on the bottom 10% of viewership for the channel.
And anytime like somebody new comes in, their first thing and their goal is to make sure that they increase the bottom line from last year. Whether that's 1%,
right,
a 0.5%, that translates to millions, if not hundreds of millions of dollars for the network.
Of course. Right. So I saw that article and I saw that 10% number. And then I looked at Showtime's worst event, which was actually its last one of 2022. That was Frank Martin versus Riviera.
Where you find them numbers at?
And
I tried to Google it live on the show, and I couldn't find them fucking numbers.
Numbers for Showtime, like for the boxing, or just the overall
for
viewer,
the Martin versus Riviera fight, like card. Like I was trying to find like.
I saw it on boxing scene. You know that boxing scene website.
Okay, shit. I didn't see that. I didn't know article come up.
Yeah.
What was the numbers?
It was 187, I believe, or 180 something.
For free Showtime?
That was like
that ain't free Showtime, but it's only like $7.99 a month for like Showtime anytime. So like that's it was like what $5 if you got a cable or something like that. So it's not that much. It's not like you're buying a pay-per-view. And most folks don't say if you I can't even say that because people don't even like Showtime is not like one of those networks that's like a go-to now. Like it's Netflix, then it's probably what Hulu. Because if you got an app and you want to watch live TV, you're either watching it on Hulu or maybe YouTube TV. But people ain't really. I don't know many folks who got YouTube TV. So it's Hulu. Then it's maybe Amazon Prime. They got the football game every Thursday night, which does good numbers. Amazon Prime got shows coming out. They got movies coming out. So I don't even know where Showtime falls in any of that. Do you have Showtime with
and
your Hulu? Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe. I do. But does everybody?
So my point is when he was talking about shows that essentially would be on the chopping block, it actually shows that boxing is outside of Dexter and maybe like Yellow Jackets or Billions, that boxing is like consistently in its highest echelon of viewership.
Good.
The lowest Showtime card was in the middle of the pack for Showtime viewership. Now we don't get all of the figures of their internal figures because people use the app too, but this is just people watch that, but this is just going off the Nielsen ratings.
Yeah. So what do you make of that?
It seems to me that.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, it seems to me that if based on that whole, we're going to get rid of the bottom 10%, boxing is actually one of its most consistently good ratings that Showtime gets. My only question is at what cost? Like, are these cards on regular TV, are they costing them too much?
Yeah,
that would be my only worry.
See, that's another thing too. You got to think about how much that actual card is costing, or that event is costing, versus how much that TV show costs, or how much that thing costs.
Yeah, exactly.
If it's slightly underperformed, maybe about 100,000, would we rather keep that and let boxing go? Because you got to remember on that article and that memo, they didn't state sports and they did not state boxing as something that
I mean, that's fine. I don't see why that matters, though. I mean, why does that matter? If they didn't mention it.
To me, knowing that maybe like what I've been seeing lately from Showtime is like the documentaries about sports, or like the actual live boxing, or the All the Smoke podcast show or whatever. Like those are like sports driven things. So for them not to have that in there, I don't know how much they are focused on sports. Are they going to focus on like making a Billions universe, or making a Dexter's universe? Like I don't know what because all these like platforms got the universes now. Oh, this show can spiral into this show and that show and that show. So we'll see.
Well, I'm saying the sports is consistently doing good numbers for them. It's not now the outliers is what they brought up, right? Like the top shelf thing. Yeah. But they also didn't bring up they're not bringing up all the things that did well. They're focused on the things that need to get cut. That's what the article is about. Yeah, but so I mean, again, but you're right. The problem is, I think the problem is the cost, right? I just don't know how much these cards are costing versus how good the ratings are. The ratings are good, but is it worth the cost? But any case, I also did want to hear your thoughts on the Crawford Golden Boy thing. And I also, before you say anything, I would say I think a lot of people are assuming, okay, Oscar takes pictures with Berlanga and Crawford. That means he's signed with them already. I think a lot of people are jumping the gun that Crawford is going to fight Rocha or he's going to sign with Golden Boy. And that Edgar is too.
Yeah. To me personally, he's definitely gonna fight Rocha because it's simply getting two birds with like one stone. I'm saying you bring Crawford over to the zone, which the zone loves. But Crawford, we're gonna bring in some more viewership, more eyes. Even at the very least, we're gonna be buzzing on social media that night to have our name relevant, to have some free the zone shit. Maybe people want to actually get on our website.
Yeah,
or get on our channel. So
Golden Boy.
Now,
I want to know why what you think
for Golden Boy is
would.
just them simply giving Rocha his due. You beat Blair Cobbs. If Blair Cobbs would have won, he'll be in this position. Like he's number one in the WBO right now, and we all know Bud. Like Bud trying to get them dudes out of the way. It don't need to linger. He got Avenesian out the way. Cool. Now get Rocha out the way. Cool. So he can maybe have a little stretch to where he doesn't have a mandatory for maybe next 15 months. You know what I'm saying? That allows them to maybe.
He doesn't have.
But by knocking
he has a mandatory right now.
No. But by knocking out Rocha, you then force the WBO to start doing eliminators. You got to do eliminators to see who got to fight Bud. Then Bud might get a exemption if you want to do this fight. So this all, you know what I'm saying, is going to take over another year to play out. So by getting Rocha out the way, it gives Bud that time to go back and revisit with Earl. If they want to drag their damn feet to goddamn me October, or it gives Bud the maneuverability to maybe get a fight with somebody else at 147, a bigger name.
Here's what I'm getting a little confused though. So if he wants to revisit Spence and he calls out Charlo, I don't see why he needs Golden Boy if that's what he wants to do.
No. I mean, I don't think it's a multi-fight deal with a Golden Boy.
You think Golden Boy is gonna give him a one-off?
I don't think they're giving him anything though. That's the thing. I think they're doing this more so to give Rocha a opportunity. Honestly.
Oh, no. You just said you don't think Golden Boy is gonna give him a one-off, but then you're saying
no.
Rocha.
What I'm saying is, yes, if you want to call it a one-off, cool. I think that they're trying to bring Bud in to you know what I'm saying, get some kind of, if we being real, Golden Boy cards aren't that good.
I got that, Mike. I was asking you, why do you think Crawford would want to go to Golden Boy? Why does Crawford want to?
He's out here trying to find the most money he can, bro. He ain't got a promoter. He ain't got nobody out here peddling. He cannot leave no stone unturned. When he left Bob Arum, he knew what he was doing. He knew that going forward, I have to talk to everybody. Al, maybe Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn said he spoke to him, but he really didn't have enough for him. So it is what it is with that. With Golden Boy, it's just him dotting his T's. I mean, crossing his T's and dotting his I's. Simply trying to see if I can get a fight. And we all know Bud likes to stay active too. So that's another play right there. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just trying to be proactive and stay active. The reason I don't think that he can do that with PBC is simply, and I can't blame him on this, he don't trust Al Haymon. And the only reason I say that, only reason that I have the inclination, because we all know from day one, and I said this before Bud even said it, Earl is Al Haymon's guy. He gonna do whatever he can to make sure Earl is taken care of. No matter if I come up here for a one fight deal or two fight, he done had Earl since the Olympics. I know that Earl is his guy. So he can tell me one thing and some other shit can happen, then I'm in a contract or I'm in a deal that I
got that. But when I just want, if you're gonna say that, Heyman has now done a lot of cross-promotional fights, even just recently.
Yes.
When has anyone complained that he screwed them over? or that he got a fast one.
I'm not saying that.
We got Ryan Garcia.
Bro.
We
See,
got
now
Ryan Garcia.
Now you're getting
right?
it all twisted, right? I'm not saying that he'll screw Bud over. I'm just saying going into negotiations and going into the fight, we know that this is going to be towards Mike.
It's going to be
Mike.
what?
I said towards Mike because I read First BX comment, but towards Spence. That's just common sense, bro. Like, I know that y'all been doing business for years with each other. Me just coming for a one-off or a two-fight deal, everything, and like the way that the negotiations dragged through, I don't think that was on accident. I think that they were really trying to make sure that Bud was out of the ring for over a year before they got that fight done. I don't believe that.
Oh,
God. That's just my opinion, bro. Okay. Hold on. Tell me this then. Earl beat up Ugas in what, March or April, right?
He what?
He beat up Ugas in March or April, right?
Yes.
Why couldn't we get the fight in August, September, or October? Why are we pushing the fight and talk about, we're gonna fight in November? Then Bud got it like, damn, we ain't fighting November either. Well, I'm in September and we ain't got no kind of deal done. I'm in October and we ain't got no. I gotta make me a fight now, bro. I gotta make sure that I get me a fight before the end of the year. Why were they prolonging that, bro? Then Earl gets in the fight. That's the whole thing. Like,
you're asking me a question?
Yes.
I'm not trying to. I'm just saying. You want me to respond, or are you gonna?
I'll go ahead. Tell me.
Oh, so I mean, I do remember because I've listened to both interviews. I remember Espinosa saying we had this elaborate, multi-city marketing plan to get the fight done. And I think they did. They had multi-city plan to get the fight done, but I don't. There is no reason for PBC not to want to. I think people attack this from the standpoint of, an executive is worried about a guy winning or losing when they want to bring great fights to the network, right? So if I'm Showtime, I want Crawford and Spence to happen in 2022 because it's a great fight. I think a lot of people are projecting the boxing conversation on Twitter where it's this guy versus this guy, who we want to win, when it comes to the people who are making the decisions for the networks that are actually trying to make money, right? I don't think they look at these two matchups and they're worried about Spence losing. No, they want a big fight because it's a big fight and it'd be a great fight. I don't think these guys are worrying about one guy losing or winning. Now, we also know that, we can't say we know, right? Espinosa in his interview said Bud would tell us we want this or that in this contract, we would respond, and then he wouldn't respond for a long period of time, right? And that's what helped drag things. Now, I don't know if that's the case, but that's what his explanation was.
And you got
I don't think there's any
saying the exact same thing in Espinosa and in Terrence Crawford. Like
say it again.
You got two people saying the exact same thing. So you believe Espinosa and I believe Crawford. Cool.
No, well, Crawford isn't refuting that they would respond to him and then he would, delay, or he wouldn't respond back for a while. That's not something he do.
He said that they were.
He said that the fight was dragging on. Right?
They were dragging.
But he didn't talk about whether
they were dragging negotiations. That's what he said.
Well, no, but there's a difference between that and saying talking about exactly why,
bro.
No,
it's the same thing.
Mike.
Like you have your interpretation of it, and I have mine. Espinosa said he won't respond for a long time.
No. I'm not, okay. I think sometimes you're mixing up a little bit of what I'm saying. I'm not saying whether Espinosa, if he's saying this is if that's the fact of what happened. I don't know, right? What I'm saying is there is a response to why the things dragged on. He's saying it dragged on because Crawford wasn't responding fast enough. Crawford did not tell us why it dragged on. He just said the negotiations are dragging on. That's all I'm saying. I'm not injecting what I think. What I do think is that they wanted the fight for 2022 because they have every reason to want the fight for 2022. There's no reason for them to want to wait. You know, they want to bring a good fight to the network. But again, I think if
they really wanted to
say
fight,
it again?
If they really wanted to fight for 2022, and they really wanted to do a multi-city tour, they would have had that fight done, sealed, and delivered no later than August. And started your press.
Well, it takes. Of course, you can want things. I'm just saying that they want it. It didn't happen, but that doesn't mean the parties didn't want it to happen, right? I mean, it didn't happen, but that does not mean
you know how to get it. If you really want a fight to happen, you know how to get it. Simple as that.
Who is that in reference? Who is that in? Are you referencing like what? Okay, is that in reference to the fighters or what?
No, reference to the network. Reference to all.
Okay.
It goes for all sports athletes. The only reason you make an athlete happy, and you know this, is Sakuni, how you make an athlete happy in pro sports?
I mean, you're asking me you make them happy.
Yeah, come on, man.
What do you? No, I don't. What are you asking me? I don't know. How do you make a?
How do you make a pro athlete happy in pro sports?
Paying them?
Exactly.
So what is that?
You make him an offer he can't refuse. If you really want, if you're saying that they really want the fight done, and that's what Espinosa said, then you make him an offer that he can't refuse.
Okay, fine. If you think Showtime's offer wasn't good enough, that's fine. I'm just saying.
I mean,
apparently they did want.
Apparently, if they blame it Bud, apparently it wasn't. And I'm not saying you blame it Bud.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, Bud doesn't have to do any. He doesn't have to take the deal if he doesn't want it. I just don't think this whole they're intentionally delaying. I don't. Spence wanted it in 2020. There's nobody wanted it to. Everybody wanted it to happen. It just didn't happen.
That's
conjecture. And I think their track record.
That's conjecture. We don't know if everybody wanted it to happen. You can't just say that broad statement.
What? So you think Showtime paid all these lawyers? I don't know
what they did, bro. That's what I'm saying.
No.
I don't know.
Let me.
I don't know, bro. That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
So I could, if you're saying you don't know, then I could argue that Crawford didn't want it for 2022.
And that's right?
I
Cool.
mean,
you can. You can't argue that.
Okay, but
I'm not refuting that though.
Worthwhile. Well, here's what I was gonna say though. I don't think these guys will spend all their money, their lawyer money, and spend hours in negotiation on a fight they don't want. Right? These people don't care about Twitter arguments and all this shit. There's no reason for them not to want the fight. It's a great fight. I also think that I think PBC's track record of doing cross-promotional fights has been pretty good, or just fights that aren't exactly in-house, especially as of late. So I think we have enough evidence to say they wanted the fight to happen, and they've done a good job of making fights happen. Like I've continued to say, Tank versus Ryan happened, Canelo versus Plant happened, Wilder versus Fury multiple times happened. We've had Inoue and Fulton happen. I don't know how many other promotional companies can say they've made in the last 3 years, 3 years, all of these cross-promotional fights happen. I mean, Top Rank, right? How many can we say Top Rank has done all that?
Yeah, Top Rank.
Can we say Golden Boy?
Yeah, yes, Top Rank and Matchroom works well together. So they've done cross-promotional fights.
How many fights have they done?
I mean, I ain't done my research, but I probably have to do shit. Give me about.
I can name two right now.
Who that? Name two. I know Top Rank. Top Rank sent Ramirez over to
Ramirez and Hooker, and then Lomachenko and Luke Campbell.
And then the Zone sent Hooker over to ESPN where he got to win. So shit, all them up and down.
Yes.
Top Rank and Matchroom work well together. So they've done
right, and you think about how long ago those were. That was 4 and 3 years ago. I have all these examples from
what they just did. Bivol just fought
currently. So
Bivol just fought somebody. He fought Canelo. Or Canelo and Bivol.
Say it again.
Should they kind of fight?
Bivol was Matchroom though.
Yeah. You're right. That was back in the day.
Yeah. So I also think, you know, and I think
Mikey wasn't with PBC.
You're right.
Mikey wasn't with PBC. Mikey left PBC and went to the Zone for a 2-fight deal. Don't say that, Bayside.
Right. Yeah. Mikey did leave, but he was allowed. You know how people go, "Oh, Al Heyman don't let their guys go and get opportunities." He was allowed to go. You know, Danny Jacobs.
Yeah, he allowed him.
Danny Jacobs, another one. Derevyanchenko. But anyway,
deal though.
Here's another thing.
Danny signed a deal.
No. Here's another.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't like PBC Promotions was on the banner.
No, I got you, Mike. I got you. Here's another thing. And I think you're right on this. There's definitely a distrust with Crawford and, you know, Heyman, right? And I think it goes back to a lot of the narrative, and, you know, obviously it played out that way as well. As, you know, back when Arum was promoting Crawford, and he would say, you know, Al Heyman's not a real person, or you know, obviously I know he's just playing around. I thought it was funny at the time too. Or just, it was like or these guys are scared of Crawford, Danny Garcia sucks, they don't want to fight, things like that, right? I think Crawford from that era, right, where Danny Garcia wasn't served up to him when he wanted to. Sean Porter, well, he didn't really. Him and Sean were friends. That was a little different.
Oh, shit,
or
I forgot about Sean Porter and
or Bud. Thurman.
Yeah, because Top Rank just
say it again.
Sean Porter and Bud. Top Rank just did that business.
Yeah, they did. I know. Yeah, but that's not. Yeah, I'm not really talking about. So I'm saying, like, you know, that era where he just re-signed to Top Rank, and he was with ESPN doing all the. You know, he was doing good ratings on ESPN, and I think that era, right, of all of the other top welterweights on Fox and Showtime, and Crawford, you know, having to promote his fights and then talk about the guys that weren't available to him, right? I think that era, he definitely felt that Heyman was like, you know, Heyman was screwing him over, right? And Heyman wasn't serving up the guys that he knew that people wanted to see him fight. And it wasn't even just Spence, right? It could be Thurman, it could be Danny Garcia, I guess even Mikey. I don't know if you count Mikey, but I think that era, Arum would go and make it seem like it's a good guy, bad guy thing, because that sells to a lot of, it might sell to casuals and it sells to hardcores. I think a lot of the fighters in the background know that that's not quite the case. It's more about business. It's not about being scared or anything. And I think for Crawford, and he's he has the spirit of a fighter, right? So it's not like it's wrong to think like that, but he took those things to heart, in my opinion. You know, that these guys are the bad guys, and they're like, there's like some conspiracy against him, right? And so I think when it came to the negotiations, it just made things harder. It's not necessarily about the facts of what's been going on between the parties, but it's about the history and more of the emotions of it, right? Like, and the reason I would say that is, when BLK, I remember he said in his interview, BLK first approached him in April or in May about a fight, because I remember Bomac had said, oh, we might fight in June or something, even though Crawford came out and said, I'll go straight into the Spence fight. In any case, BLK reached out to him and he was like, I want to go straight into the Spence fight, so I don't want to lead you guys on, right? So that's the mentality of us. That shows to me when Crawford wants to, he's acting like that's a very professional thing to do and say, right? A lot of people might not even know to think like that. Then when the shoe's on the other foot, right, he's negotiating with PBC, right? And BOK approaches him again. Now, he doesn't tell PBC, hey, I have this other thing going, right? And I'm not again, I don't want to make this clear. He can carry out his business dealings however he wants. But this is more about my point of why there was not necessarily about professionalism and logic, but it's more about emotion and I don't mean emotion in a weak way, but he's like, yo, like these guys aren't this is not a business deal. This is like they want to fuck me over. This is how I think about them, right? These are enemies. So it wasn't a situation where PBC had an idea, okay, this is what I want to do. I'll take this fight here and then we can double back. He just left them, right? And that's not really the professional approach that he showed BOK, right? He showed them a different approach altogether. So to me, when it comes to this fight and it being made, it's about it's not about really the X's and O's. I think those can be taken care of those can be explained out by both fighters' teams. It's more about the interpersonal stuff, because if it wasn't interpersonal, he wouldn't basically leave them at the altar in the way he did. And I think he felt pretty proud about it, like, oh, I one-upped them. And that's how it seems like a lot of their team talks, like we beat them, right? It's not necessarily about a collaborative in terms of making something happen. It's more about who is getting the upper hand. And that's never really the best way to make a deal happen if you're, if the point of it is to win, not collaborate. I mean, I shouldn't say win, not collaborate, but you're worried about who is getting the one up here, right?
I hear you. I got you.
Yeah, and I think that. So when people are talking about the approval of accounting and all this shit, I don't really. From the outside in, I don't really think that was the issue here.
Benavidez and Plant.
Tough guy, rah stuff.
Yeah,
even
this fucking guy fucking looks like he's about to cry.
Let me get to this right quick.
I know.
Let me get to
this.
Man, I gotta do it.
Good talking to you, Mike.
All right, but I'm gonna come back live probably in about an hour and do a reaction to this.
Appreciate you, bro.
I'll be down.
Appreciate you.
All right, man. Y'all catch me back in about an hour, man. I'm gonna do a reaction to this press conference, and hit me up. Peace out.